Hello YouTube, what is up? Connor Brooks here with the promised layout tour that I said in the last video, which was a Walthers Proto Ampli car review. You can go check that out after this. But this is what I've been doing for the past, just kidding, it only took me a week to build, it was over Christmas, but let me give you a little background before I turn it over and show you. It is a 4x8 board, 1-inch foam, and then a 1/2-inch plywood because we wanted to be able to move it just in case, we ever need to move it. It's called the Connor and Jimsville Railroad, and you'll see why. We got the Connor Lake and then the town of Jimsville. All the locomotives that I'm going to be showing you today are the locomotives that I will be reviewing in the next 7 Thursdays. And some of the locomotives are a little out of my era. We are from about 1940 to about 1980, maybe 70. We have some Norfolk Southern and CSX, so I had to take modeler's license to move those back just a little bit. I might move them off the layout and bring them to my layout at home, or the board at home. And this is at the Bay House, which you'll see later. And yeah, that's about it. So let's take a look at the Connor and Jimsville Railroad. Ta-da! And there she is in all her glory. So, before we get into it, I'll just show you the locomotives. We have the Bachmann Spectrum EM1 2884, Baltimore and Ohio. And I do have the sound installed. All locomotives that I have here are with sound installed. This is my newest locomotive. Excuse me. It is a Atlas GP40 RF and P, Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac. Wonderful locomotive. I love the sound. This is going to be my first review that I do because there isn't one and people need to see this. Next we have the Walthers Proto CSX GP30, MTH HO Scale GP35, Fox Valley Models, Norfolk and Southern GP60, Bachmann GG1, and Bachmann Alco S2, which I have a review on. And you can go look. So, as we start into the town, we got the Jimsville station. And as you can see, the passenger train pulls up, and I can have the passenger train on the inside or the outside. But I have it on the inside today, so it'll be closer to the station. The minimum turning radius on the layout is 18-inch radius curves. Out here we have 22-inch, and then everything else is 18. Here we've got the Jimsville Church, a couple stores, and then this is another store. Don't mind the parking job, kind of terrible. And then this is the country store and gas station. And these were all, what do you call them? They were all Walthers kits. Walthers Cornerstone kits. So if we start on this side, this is the Connor Lake. It has woodland scenics, like ground, the undercoats, I guess. And I didn't know what I was doing, but I thought it looked pretty good. And then we have woodland scenics, realistic water. And I guess you can see maybe by some of that shine. And so, yeah, and we got horses, and there's like a horse trail that goes all around the campsite area that we have. And it leads to a fire pit here, and then we have another fire pit here. And this is the cabin, which I really like. Our dock, which was a Walthers Scene Master. And the people just kind of walk around and can boat, go through the bridges. And this sand this is actually real sand from the beach right outside. I went and got some sand, and I just had to incorporate it on the beach. I thought that was pretty cool. And then I ran out of the gray, so I had to put some of the sand there to be like the road. Have a couple not mini cars, but my first car and my favorite car is the high rail inspection car, which you can actually put on the rails, which I thought that was pretty cool. And so in the center here, we have the yard, as you can see, and you put train cars can go in there, locomotives go in there. And I'm thinking of putting the RF and P on here since I do not have room for it, actually. And so all of these freight cars don't actually fit in there, but I just have them out today to run them as like a big freight. And over here is the yard office. Kind of, you go into the yard, drop stuff off, I thought that was pretty cool. And you can walk on. There's still some parts I gotta fix, as you can see, because when we were moving it, it got a little destroyed. And like I said, we wanted to be able to move it, so we have it cut in half, and all the track fits, so you can just separate it out. As I guess you can see, all the track is Bachmann Easy Track, which for beginners much easier than having to hand lay your own track, ball set it and whatnot, because it's already there. And what I did is I kind of put some plaster, built up the rails as if it was like going up, you know, like a railroad crossing. And I ordered some railroad crossings off eBay. And so hopefully they're going to come in soon, probably not this weekend. Here's the farm, and this is a Atlas fence. Very nice fence. It's easy to build because you can just kind of, you can just break it, or not break it, cut it, and you can just glue it together, and that's what I did. I glued it on into the board. So it's there. Over here is the mountain, and you can see the train kind of goes through the mountain. And I made a rock wall out of plaster. And then, let's see, what else do we have here? We got our water tower, which was a Walther's not cornerstone, but it was a build-up. And it goes down. I thought that's pretty cool. And so I have the rope here so that I can pull it up, and so it doesn't, you know, fall back down. And the steam locomotive has its house there, and then like I said, the rest of them are here. And like I said at the beginning, it took about a week to build, and for a beginner, it was pretty easy. I got my inspiration from the Greatest Hobby, How to Build a Model Railroad Layout. That video, if you want to go check it out, very descriptive. It helped a lot. Now I am gonna, huge disclaimer, I guess. It's oh gosh, it's not cheap. Not cheap at all. It's pretty expensive. So if you're willing to spend some money, then yeah. Now, here's one thing I want to say about the road. It was done by me, that's why it looks terrible. But we went to, my father and I, we went to MB Klein, which is also known as Model Train Stuff. And I looked on YouTube and saw Woodland Scenic's road striper pin, so that's what I was going to get. And the guy was like, "Are you using foam?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he said, "It goes right through the foam. Just goes right through it." So he gave us Testors paint pens, and they work wonderful. Next, oh, I put it away. I bought lots of people, so I'm going to put the people on. And yeah, and that's about all I've got right now. Oh, yeah, I did show you the Connor Lake. And so that's about all I got right now. Look out for those reviews. Oh, hold on. There we go. That's all I got right now. It's probably 95% finished. I'm still planning on, you know, fixing the stuff and making it look better. Probably getting more of the, I guess it was ball set, but I used it as gravel. That's what it is, gravel, yeah. I'm planning on adding some corn stalks to the farm and maybe some things to the mountains. But, again, that's about it for the layout. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And look out for those next 7 Thursdays for the reviews of all the locomotives. So thank you for choosing my channel, watching my videos, and have a great day.